Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching. I am seeing someone who, this has me laughing because you're somebody that has so many people triggered and you don't even realize it. And you're in this beautiful star energy. You could be a healer. You're somebody who is being publicly recognized for your accomplishments. You might not even be aware. I feel like there's a lot of gossip behind the scenes about you, but it's good gossip. I just heard you're a legend. So people are talking about your story and where you've come from and all these amazing accomplishments you've made. And it's not just material things. I think you are doing better than you had been financially, and maybe that's what some people admire, but it's more of a spiritual transformation that people can see on the outside now. So you have these people from your past, or even people that are still around you, that are really triggered by jealousy. They don't feel that you deserve this recognition. They don't like the fact that other people actually respect you. They feel that you don't deserve that. I feel like these people are clout chasers. So they're jealous of the attention that you're getting. So these are people that are hungry for attention. I'll say it like that. I want to say a different word, but I won't. They feed off of the validation that they get from others, and they could be used to getting all this attention, and they're really triggered by the fact that these are people that tried to ruin your reputation in the past, and they're triggered because none of the things that they did, and they went to great lengths to ruin your reputation, but they're now seeing that all of this basically did nothing, and it could have even contributed to your name being so well known now. They're wondering how you've been able to evade so many of their attacks. So they think that they've been really sneaky. They've done things in the dark. They've lied about you, spread gossip about you. And they don't understand where you get your wisdom from or where you get your information from. But the fact is that you've been really following your intuition and going to God with all of this. And you might not know as much as they think you know, but the way that you move just has them really bothered, and they don't understand how you're overcoming all of this. They wanted to keep you down and hold you back, and every time they see you, you're doing better than you were the last time. So you've had a victory over the situation. This person has felt like this person or group of people felt like they were in a competition with you. And you might have even been really nice to these people. Some of you might not have even known some of these people had an issue with you, because they were the type of person that was really nice to your face, and then they would kind of talk bad about you behind your back. And you might have been suspicious of these people, but you never really had a firm confirmation. I feel like you are about to get that confirmation, but even if you haven't, you're in a better place now where these people are behind you, and that's why you've been able to make so much progress and you're doing so much better without them. But so you weren't even aware that this was a competition between you, and you still won in their head. Like for them, from their perspective, it's a competition and they feel like you've won, even though there is no competition there. You have this like nonchalance about you, and some people think that it's fake, that you're hiding how bothered you actually are, but you don't even think about any of this stuff. I feel like God has protected you from a lot of the things that were being said about you, so you're not even aware of some things to be bothered by them. I wrote down some things before this. So people are wondering where your wisdom came from. They're wondering why it's so impossible to, quote, trap or trick you. So I feel like some of these people were trying to like bait you into responding. They wanted to irritate you and have you react a certain way. And nothing that they're doing is working. You are just so unbothered by all of it, and they don't understand how. They don't understand that you're in this place where you don't need validation from others. You don't really care about their opinions. And that is you calling your power back. These people thought that they could control you and that they had this power over you, over your moods or the way that you saw the world. And they're realizing now that they really only screwed themselves trying to mess with you. Because these people are under judgment right now. Some of these people really regret how they treated you, because I'm getting some of them actually need your help with something that only you can help with, or they know that you would be like the perfect person for some kind of something they need help with. And they know that they can't come to you because of all the things that they've done behind your back. They're receiving karma for the ways that they betrayed you. They didn't realize your worth when you were in their lives, and they're only now seeing how awesome of a person you actually are. Basically because they put you through all these tests time and time again, and you became stronger each time. And they're realizing like you were the bigger person. And they're realizing how rare that is to find these days. And that you do have this really strong spiritual connection. And you have this higher perspective of the bigger picture. So you don't let these little things throw you off your path. And so some of these people that were your enemies actually really admire you now, and they have a lot of respect for you. But there's like one person or a small group of people that are they cannot let it go. Even though you've proven yourself time and time again to be the star, they can't let go of this preconceived notion that they had about you from the beginning. That was a facade. I also got, you didn't even have to lift a finger to defeat your enemies. They are defeated. And you didn't have to do anything. You didn't take any kind of revenge. You could have been really hurt and betrayed by these people. But you chose to put the sword down that they stabbed you in the back with. Instead of trying to take it and stabbing them back, you took those swords, like 6 of Swords energy. You put them in your boat and you calmly just floated away. And I also got that, like, when people see you out in public now, you kind of look like you're floating. You have like this earth angel energy about you. So let's get more on this. Yeah, these people are feeling left out in the cold. They were given a choice. I feel like they were shown who you really are, but their actions led you, they forced you to have to walk away for your own good. They know that it was the things that they did to you that made you walk away. And yet some people are feeling like you betrayed them by preserving your dignity when you walked away. They're forgetting, some of them are just forgetting all of the nasty things that they did to you conveniently. So I have someone playing victim here. Yeah, they put a lot of work into painting you out to be somebody that you weren't. And now they're realizing, like, all that they've gained from all of that trickery and the lies and the betrayal is really only coming back on them as karma. They didn't actually defeat you in the way that they wanted to. Yeah, so that's over. They know, these people know that the connection that you might have had with these people or their games, they're done. They know that this karma is because specifically of what they did to you. God is making sure these people are learning their lesson. You can't make a judgment call on a person like this, or try so hard, spread all these gossips and gossip and lies to try to create conflict for a person. This card says winning at all costs. So these people sacrificed their integrity in order to bring you down. Also, they could gain some clout. Like it's something, I don't even know what they had to gain from this. But it's something really trivial, like they just wanted some attention. Or they're like in their ego, they wanted to be like the person with all the tea that people come to try to get dirt on you. It's like a very like ego stroking energy. They thought that they had all of this like clarity on you, that they could see through your facade. They said that you were fake, even though they were the ones acting so nice to your face and then talking crap about you behind your back. But you have this higher wisdom. You were able to see through their lies and God opened doors for you so that you've now been able to get away from that situation. And now I feel like they're kind of turning on each other now. They're lying and betraying each other because you're not around. Yeah, success. You will emerge victorious. Prepare for a grand toast. So you're being celebrated right now for all the strength that you've had, that you kept your integrity intact through all of this. You didn't feel the need to try to clear your name, especially with people who took gossip at face value with no proof and didn't even come to you to try to hear your side of the story. So some of these people just wanted to hate you. They wanted an excuse to hate you. And that's because you are in star energy and the darkness is triggered by the light. So you have this purity and innocence about you. And, people that are living in the dark, they don't understand, or people who are two-faced and fake, they don't understand that something like this could be genuine. The kind of love that you have for other people, they just can't even fathom it. So they assume it's fake. So now God's going to bring in some people for you that are on your same level, that love as fiercely as you do and as honestly as you do. So you might feel like you're still struggling with trying to heal from all of this because they did a lot. And I feel like as more of this is being exposed, it's going to bring up some painful memories, or you're going to learn about things that you didn't even know about at the time. But just focus on that victory that you've already had. I feel like some of this stuff has happened years ago. And it's important to see how far you've come in your spiritual journey and how much protection you've had the whole way. Some of you might be starting some kind of new fitness routine. This could be where you find a group of friends that's really supportive of you. If you're thinking about joining a gym or some kind of new club or hobby or something like that, I think that's going to be really good for you. And you're going to meet the right people there. Surprise. Okay, so this card says a shining facade often conceals a fragile core. I feel like that's what these people were doing. They are so insecure that they put on this fake front. And that's why they're so triggered by you, because you're the kind of person where you're self-assured and you're confident. And they're jealous of that confidence. It's the lack of needing validation from other people. That's what triggers them. You don't feel the need to conform to societal norms. You have your own sense of style or your own perspective that's different. You have your own way of looking at things and the world. Yeah, you have autonomy. You have self-worth. You take pride in your decisions because they come from a genuinely good place. It says, value your worth and step away from pleasing others. So you could have been like a people pleaser in the past. And you're learning how that can create a lot of like self-destruction. That you can lose yourself if you try to please others too much. So be proud of how far you've come. If this is the kind of person you were before, like this is not your energy now at all. I think some people are wondering how it seemed so easy for you to walk away. I don't think it was easy at all, but you make things look easy. And it's really your faith. You have such a strong faith in God and your intuition and your higher self and your spirit team that you have blind faith. You might not know or understand why you're being asked to step away from a situation, but you know it's for your highest good. I feel like some of these people are now, they're really struggling financially because that's where they're going to feel karma the most. That's how they're going to learn their lesson. Divination abuser. These people could have tried to manifest financial lack for you. Or they might be trying to do that now. Because they're jealous of everything that you have, that you've worked really hard to accomplish. It's well deserved. But none of this is going to work. Because they're operating from very low vibrational energies. So they can try all they want, but it's not going to have any effect on you. These people are drama starters, so they're bored with their life. They want to stir up drama. That's like the energy I was picking up on earlier, where they're like baiting you somehow to try to like trap you or trick you or elicit some kind of response from you. Because they love chaos, and that's the low vibrational energy that they're operating from. So as long as you're keeping your vibes high, focusing on your goals, on continuing your spiritual ascension, these people will have no power over you. They might try to create some conflict for you. Yeah, you're triggering their egos because they're not as powerful. I just heard they're not as smart as they thought they were. They really thought that they were getting away with this stuff, but something's being exposed here. Before I started this reading, I opened up my blinds and this like one thing fell off my window and then it hit the singing bowl and then that fell on the floor and it rolled and it just created all this chaos. So I feel like that's like this light that's shining is going to expose the things that they did in the dark, and it's going to create a lot of chaos, and their ego is going to be bruised. I think people are going to really see through their facade. They're going to see through their mask. And they're going to see the ways that they have tried to harm you or come against you. All of the deceit. And so that all of that is coming to an end. I feel like, some of these people are really learning their lessons now about how energy works and how even their thoughts have power. Some of these people are feeling guilty for not coming to you and getting your side of the story. So they're learning their lesson on how gossip works, how certain people use gossip to manipulate others. But the people that are seeing you now, you're shining so bright. Everything that you do, it just seems like effortless. You're just like soaring right now. And every time these people try to bring you down, you end up becoming even stronger and rising even higher. So you might even be grateful for the things that these people put you through, because it only strengthened your faith and made you a stronger person. So I hope this message helps. If it resonates, leave a like. Hit the like button, leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos, and I will see you for the next one.